Good day. It's March 12th, 2014, and I'm in the process of making about 12 of these homemade air stones, and I thought I'd share the process that I'm using to build these. Air stones can get to be quite expensive if you need a lot of them, and after checking the web and YouTube, I saw some ideas that I kind of liked, and this is what I've come up with. So here we go. Now what I'm going to show you is just the process that I use. You'll need an awl. You need a small flat-bladed screwdriver. You'll need an X-Acto knife or utility knife. And I have a small container from the dollar store. I think these came 8 in a pack for $1. It measures 2 3/8 diameter by 1 1/4 deep, this particular one. Now these are flow control valves from a drip irrigation system that I got from Harbor Freight last year, and I've just kept all these pieces. And what I did was I took a hot air gun and I heated this plastic all the way around between the red and the black. Then I carefully took this flat-bladed screwdriver, worked in between the two colors, and they just pop apart. And what you'll end up with are 2 separate pieces. And this will serve as the connection point for the hose on your air stone. So then I took my awl and I heated the end of the tip with a propane torch. And while it was still hot, I took my container and I carefully pierced through the plastic with a hot awl, and I was careful not to make the hole oblong. I just pierced it and then backed out. And as it turned out, the diameter of this awl and the diameter on these prongs right here is almost perfect. Now, while I didn't really need it, I added a little bit of marine epoxy, and I just applied the epoxy around the connection point. Now the fit between this tip and the container is quite good, and I almost didn't need the epoxy. So you put it through the hole, there's the first click, and there's the second click, and it's that secure. I mean, it does not want to come out easily. But the epoxy just is a little insurance. Now for the ballast, at the moment everything is still frozen outside. I can't find any stones or gravel or anything. So for my prototype, I just put in some stainless steel nuts and bolts as ballast. Now for the covering, I'm using this microfiber cloth, and the last time I had glasses made, the optician gave me quite a few of these. So I just took the cloth and I cut it in half, and it just fits perfectly over the top of that container. Now for the lid, this is the regular lid. I took the X-Acto knife and I carefully cut around the inside like so. And what you'll wind up with is something like that, and there's the disc cut out of the center. So then you take the disc, put it on top of the container, seal it, and if you can imagine there's ballast in there, that's it, it's done. It's ready to go to work. So I have about 10 more of these to make. I have a Dutch bucket system that I want to try this year, and I also need to inoculate quite a bit of biochar. So these will get a good test here in a few weeks. Now, from what I've read on the internet, these microfiber cloths will last quite some time. And the only thing that you might need to do every once in a while is to remove them and rinse them from any debris that may build up on them. I like the idea of using smaller air stones versus one large air stone. And my thinking is, if I have multiple air stones located within the container, I'm going to get better agitation and stirring action than if I just had one large air stone in the center. I don't know that for sure, but I'm going to give these a try and see how they work. So that's my project for today. I hope all is well with you, and take care.